In this video, we're going to explore Utah's Big 5 national parks.
This includes Arches, Bryce, Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, and we are starting with Zion.
Let's get to it. Good morning from Zion National Park, right, Jeff? Our campground has incredible views. Got the America the Beautiful Pass ready. National Park, number 1, Zion. To start off our Zion adventures, we're doing the Riverwalk Trail. And to get there, you have to take the shuttle. So that's what we're doing. Here we go. Unfortunately, 2 of the best hikes to do in Zion, we are not doing. We did not get the permit for Angel's Landing, and as you just saw, the Narrows are closed, so it's unsafe for people to hike. After a short shuttle ride, we were back at the parking lot, heading back in our van to go to Canyon Overlook Trail. Just parked the RV. Now we're doing the Canyon Overlook. Gonna walk down there. Trailhead's right there. Ready, Brie?
Ready!
Excited!
Last time we were here, we weren't able to do this hike
because someone went missing and they closed the whole trail down. The Canyon Overlook Trail is a 1-mile round trip, only has a 150-foot elevation gain. They labeled it as moderate. We made it! The view is insane. Made it to Bryce Canyon country. For tonight for dinner, we're going to Ebenezer's for a cowboy show. Our dinner is served, little buffet style, flat iron steak, pulled pork, chicken. Time to chow down. Thoughts?
Interesting visuals.
Top notch, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. If you're here, you have to go.
Pulled pork.
You have to go if you're here. Polly's really a fan. Polly's a fan.
No, I'm not. Tonight we're at the Ruby's Inn campground. Jeff is starting the fire over here. We have fire. It is bright and early on this Wednesday. Today we're going horseback riding courtesy of Canyon Trail Rides. What horse do you have?
I have Jerry.
Jerry. This is Joe. Actually have a mule. She has a horse. Marietta, Jeff.
Hey.
The view is so beautiful. We just wrapped up the horseback ride, and I think that is the best way to see Bryce Canyon. We're gonna hop on the shuttle to go to the Navajo Loop Trail on Sunset Point. Jeff, what's recommended?
Boots.
And what are you wearing?
Not boots.
We are wrapping up the Navajo Loop in the Queens. Could take you around 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 miles round trip, but we did the shorter version, so it only took us 1.5 miles. Climb back up is steep, but it's worth it. Another viewpoint you can have is the Wall Street Trail, which is another set of switchbacks. A short walk from the parking lot and up a moderate grade hill is Inspiration Point. The point is so beautiful, I could say you can get a lot of inspiration from it. If you were to walk up just a little bit more, there's the upper Inspiration Point, which is pretty much the same view, just at a higher altitude. Upper Inspiration Point. However, if you go to the right, you would have the Bryce Point, which is 1.3 miles that way. That concludes our Bryce Canyon adventures. Back in the RV, we are heading to Escalante, Utah for dinner. For a bite to eat, we highly recommend stopping at the 4th West Pub in Escalante.
Delicious food, really great people.
And that's where we're going to right now. Brie, what's first course?
Queso.
Dinner is served. I got a Chipotle chicken burger with jalapenos, so super spicy.
I got the barbecue bourbon burger. Time to dive in. That was such an amazing meal. Escalante, 4th West Pub. Now, heading to Capitol Reef.
We are hiking the Capitol Reef Sunset Trail. It is a super quick trail. We're just out of breath because we are running to catch the sunset really quick.
The Sunset Trail is 1/3 mile from the parking lot. You're able to drive right up to the lot if you have a 27-foot vehicle or less. Sunset at Capitol Reef National Park. get an incredible view from that rock. I ran all the way down to right there. You'll see it on the next clip. For the rest of the night, we're going to Duke's RV, which is in Moonscape, kind of close to Moab, Capitol Reef. You were short, but you were fun. We have made it to Canyonlands. We're excited for this one. Right now we are embarking on our long, extreme half-mile round trip hike to the Mesa Arch.
The next stop we're hitting in Canyonlands is the Green River Overlook.
A short little walk from the parking lot is the overlook up there. A fun fact about this specific spot is that this is where the Green River and the Colorado River meet. Once they meet, they go all the way down to Lake Powell, which is in southern Utah, in northern Arizona, in Page, Arizona. Another quick stop you can make is at Schaefer's Viewpoint Overlook, and it's literally right off the main road. Behold. We made it to Arches, the double arch, about what, 2 in the morning right now?
Yep. Doing
Doing some astrophotography, got the whole gang. Our first stop this morning at Arches is
the Windows Trail. There's 3 different arches to see.
the whole Windows loop is a 1 mile round trip. The first window that we were at is only about 1/4 of the mile from the parking lot. Only a few walks away is the south window. The next arch is Turret Arch. We are taking a revisit to where we were at 2 in the morning, Double Arch. Just to think we were right over there at like 2 in the morning.
Next up is the Sand Dune Arch.
The hike to get to the Sand Arch is a 0.4 non-strenuous hike from the parking lot.
Super flat, very easy. I would take my mom to do this. Just walked right through this little path. Mostly sand.
We made it, Sand Dune Arch. This is it, the last hike at Arches National Park, and it's the best one.
Delicate arch, 3.2 miles, round trip in the sun.
And there's elevation gains. Be prepared for that, but it's totally worth it. This is the part that gets a little tricky. I would say 35, 40 degree incline. We have a little less than halfway to go, but when you come up to the big rocks, make sure to turn around because you have an amazing view of Arches. Behold, Delicate Arch.
We are in the only sliver of shade right underneath the arch.
That wraps up the Delicate Arch Trail. Everyone, thoughts?
It's hard coming up, but still worth it.
Now we start our 1.5 mile trek back downhill. That concludes Utah's Big 5 national parks.
Which one was your favorite? Leave it below in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe.
See you next week.